Summon machine again. Wonder if I can, yeah, nail the heat and the powder in the water.
Very well.
again.
The water's turning brown. And it smells... lovely.
Lovely.
That's the fuel for the machine sorted.
Very good. Pour it into the cup.
And woe betide if this whole effort's in vain.
Take that.
Hello? You there, ghost.
That looks
I
like
have to find the secret
monkey.
cellar. Will you help me? Thanks.
Oh. Nice. Secret cellar. Oh, shall I go and check it? Check the secret cellar? Let's have a look.
A clever mechanism.
Just go into it.
So this is the legendary secret cellar.
Wow.
The cellar continues on behind these bars. I can't see anything, but I bet that the book's in there somewhere.
Maybe. Let's have a look around. Look at the mural.
A picture on a stone slab. It depicts a man in a robe with a staff in his hand. A jewel is glinting in the headpiece of the staff. Some sort of light beam shining on it.
Now that looks like a clue that something that I've got to do. Look at the little stone figure.
A small, fat figure. She's holding a mirror above her head. Looks ancient.
Oh, look at the opening in the floor.
A small circular opening in the ground. It's decorated with an ancient script, just like the picture on the wall.
Oh, got a wooden staff. Just look at that.
Hey, that's the staff that was in the picture on the wall. About
Yeah.
2 meters long, and it has a top made of bronze. It's just the jewel that's missing.
Well, I'll take it. Garden shears.
Guess even a secret cellar is in the end just a cellar, and all cellars have gardening tools such as these gardening shears.
Just let me take them.
As long as I'm not expected to do the gardening now.
Haha. Right. Where shall I go now? Looks like you get light or something, light to the cellar or something. Let's go back up. Have a look outside. Undergrowth. What's under there?
There's a stone in the undergrowth. There's something written on it, but I can't see what it is. That could be a little gravestone.
Free gravestone from the undergrowth.
I can't remove the undergrowth with my bare hands. It's very dense and has thorns.
What have I got down here? You might have to do some gardening after all, Evo. There's shears on the undergrowth.
I don't believe it. Now I've ended up doing the gardening. It is indeed a gravestone.
Examine.
A little gravestone made of granite that's got Kinski inscribed on it.
Kinski? Look at the wooden construction in front of the window.
I bet that the light beam is meant to enter the house through that window. I just can't reach it.
Yeah. Maybe, as I've just got the wooden staff, click on that, will that open it up?
The window's open. The last rays of sunlight can enter the house.
Yay! Right, let's enter the house again then. Oh, and as you can see, the light's coming through that for that box on the wall and going towards the frame and the shaft of light. Let's have a look.
That explains why the mirror was hanging there. It was there to reflect the light. I must find a replacement.
Yeah, I must find a replacement. Oh. Silver shield, would that be any good?
A small old-fashioned shield. The inside is highly polished.
That might work.
A staff approximately 2 meters long with a top made of bronze. A large jewel belongs in the top. A small old-fashioned shield. The inside is highly polished.
I wonder if that would be a good replacement for the mirror. Could be a good idea. Place the silver shield in the frame.
Perfect. The shield's reflecting the light beam down into the cellar.
Hey! Let's go back down the cellar. I can now see a beam going down there, I can't see that figure clearly. But, I've got that staff. Okay. And opening the floor. Let's try that. Wow, that's looking a bit like the picture on the wall. So now, to see if I can get the light maybe to get through. Let's have a look.
The light beam is reflected by the little figure's mirror, but it's simply shining onto the floor.
Yes. So maybe try this. Press.
There are strange marks on the figure's pedestal. Looks like the figure may have been turned. I've got to try and turn it back to its original position.
There we go. Turn it. It's not quite high enough. Still not high enough. Hey, that looks more like it. Wonder. Let's look at the bars.
Strong iron bars without a door or lock. Behind it is a dark room. I somehow have to open the bars. No chance. There has to be a secret mechanism to open the bars. There are 3 stone figures by the bars. Each one of them has a precious stone in it. This one here has an emerald.
Yeah, and this one with the blue
This
eyes.
bird has an eye made out of a blue precious stone. I think it's a sapphire.
And this one?
This figure looks a bit like a dog. One of its eyes is a large ruby.
I wonder. Let's go back up. I love these puzzle games and it just gets you thinking. Okay. I wonder if we can talk to the mummy again. Maybe he might help us. Wake up!
Yoo-hoo!
Hello? Who are you?
Did you have an accident in a bandage factory?
No, I'm a mummy.
Don't mummies have their brains pulled out via their noses during the mummification process?
I don't think so.
I do.
Well, I'm not Mortimer. No, it must be that, is he? Just how do you open the bars down in the
How
cellar?
exactly do the iron bars in the cellar open? Hey, I'm talking to you.
Yeah.
You can speak?
You know what? Forget it. I'll work it out for myself. I'd rather search through every nook and cranny of this house than inflict any more of these conversations upon my elven ears.
You can speak?
Do you know where I can find the jewel for the staff in the cellar?
I know you've never been down there, but there was a staff in the cellar, and there's a precious stone that belongs on the top of it, a ruby. Do you know where it is?
But of course, Mortimer. You asked me to hide it for you. Don't you remember?
I must have forgotten about that.
Oh, what would you do without me?
Could you please just give it to me? I just need it for a second.
What?
The jewel! And before you ask, I mean the stone that you put somewhere safe for me. And please don't tell me that you've forgotten.
How could I forget that? You said it was very important that no one found the stone.
Oh, okay. Now please can I have it back?
Why would I give a complete and utter stranger Mortimer's stone?
But I am Mortimer.
But I am Mortimer.
Don't be ridiculous. You're too tall, too thin, too hairy, and you have
Hairy?
those things there.
What, my boobies? No. But I am Mortimer.
But I am Mortimer.
don't be ridiculous. You're too tall, too thin, too hairy, and you have those things there.
Mortimer sent me.
I'm a friend of Mortimer. He's sent me to fetch something out of the cellar.
I have never seen you here before, and I never forget a face.
Please, it's urgent.
I do not know whether I can trust you. I would only give a really good friend of Mortimer's the jewel.
That's me. I saved his life.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
maybe.
I did, Mummy. I did.
Really? If you are truly a good friend of Mortimer, then you will be able to give me the answer to the following question.
Oh no.
What colour is his underwear?
Oh, I know that. If I remember when I was searching for the laundry earlier, it's red.
Red. He mostly wears red underwear.
That's right. Red silk underwear. But I'm still not quite satisfied. So, what is his cat's name?
Moggy.
The cat is called Kitty, I think.
No, definitely not.
Pussy?
Ah, damn.
Felix? Crookshanks? Jess? Or Mrs. Norris?
You're just guessing now, aren't you?
No.
No.
Well, none of them are right. I knew it. So much for you being a good friend of Mortimer.
But I am. The answer is...
Oh, how about the cat was called Kinski?
His cat died some while ago. Her gravestone's outside. Her name was Kinski.
It was a tomcat.
Hey.
The poor thing was always so happy playing with my bandages.
Aww.
Yes, very sad, very sad. But hopefully this proves that I am a good friend of old Mortimer, does it not?
You have only answered one of my questions.
2.
2? You asked me about his underwear.
But why would his underwear be of any interest to me?
Because you asked me.
Oh, come on, don't change the subject. Are you going to give me that jewel now?
No, not yet. I have one last question. What did Count Grunschfeld or Pieperbock say to his adjutant Henninger shortly before the Battle of Budleberg?
Huh?
Wrong.
No, I just don't understand what you're talking about.
I am a trifle unsure about this too. It is a bit like a coded question.
And do you know the answer?
Of course. Mortimer told me.
And you haven't forgotten it?
No. So, what is the answer?
I am your father, is what he said.
He said, Henninger, I am your father.
What nonsense.
Damn.
I can see dead people?
That was before the battle. No, that's all wrong. Now tell me, what did he say to his adjutant?
Talked about an offer you can't refuse.
Grunschfeld made Henninger an offer that he couldn't refuse.
Really? So what did he offer him?
He really made him an offer.
No. What did Grunschfeld say to Henninger?
The answer to your question is 2, 3, 4.
234, of course.
How? What?
234. I know all about that. Mortimer told me many times.
234 what?
He is 234 years old. Unrealistic, but I'll try.
The professor is 234 years old. I've answered your question.
I asked that. Impossible. Mortimer just turned 63 on the
Thought so.
13th of July. So, 234 what?
It's the square root of 14,412.
That, is the square root of 14,412.
Not even close.
Damn you, Mummy.
So, what was that about 234?
That is the answer, actually.
That's the answer to the question about life, the universe, and everything.
Now that I know. So, what is all this about 234?
You don't know, but you surely have to know that.
How can anyone who is a good friend of Mortimer not know that?
But how? What?
234. Mortimer never told you that.
Well, yes. 234?
So it turns out that you aren't such a good friend after all then, if you don't even know anything about the 234.
Oh, that! You mean that 234?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
With that
Yeah.
thingy?
Precisely. I see that you are a good friend of old Mortimer's after all.
Of course.
Splendid! Now that you've proven that, can you give me the jewel?
Pleasey.
At last.
Hey, thank you. Yay.
Many thanks.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Goodbye, Mummy. Right, let's go back into the cellar. Now, come to the picture with, looks like maybe up there from what I see earlier. Let's try that with the beam. Way, hey! Oh, I can now read this book.
This must be the secret book. Oh, it's been written by hand and there are several pictures. There are a few words written in orange ink. That doesn't exist, does it? The Artefact of Divine Fate. This is serious. I should get this book to the Archmage as quick as I can. As long as I don't bump into the sorcerer or his troll, I should manage to make Seastone by midday tomorrow. Shouldn't be a problem.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, what's happening? No!